right, another day in the life of a private chef. It's 2 o'clock Saturday, August 31st, 97 degrees. As you can see, I'm sweating just loading up the truck. I hadn't even been to a store yet. Boy, it's hot outside. So one of the beautiful things about hiring a private chef. So today, right now, we got 4 dinners going on tonight as a company. Chef Mike's out there rolling. We got Chef Robert, Chef Jordan. We also got Chef Ben assisting. Today, I got menus. Check out these menus I got for tonight. Look at that. They wanted an elegant but classy beach gold with blues. They're doing a beautiful table settings tonight. This is for my 10 top. I got Wagyu fillets, Maine lobster, doing fresh fish ceviche. So right now I'm headed to Destin. I'm going to meet Chef Robert. I got to give him his Wagyu tenderloin. Mike already came and got his this morning. And then I got to meet Jordan at the seafood market with Robert. We're all going down there to see John. Robert's going to get a whole fish for his dinner tonight and fillet it right there in front of him. So that's one of the great things about when you hire the polished chef. You know, we really make sure we go way out of our way to get the best quality product. It's not for our convenience, but it's for the client's convenience, most importantly. Because all of us came from very high-end restaurants, James Beard Award winners, Michelin star. We got a couple of award-winning chefs, myself included. And, you know, we want to use the best quality products. That's what we did in our careers in restaurants, was find the best places with the best food. We wanted to work for the best chefs. And now that we're out here doing the private events, you know, we want to make sure we're still using, if not just as good as those restaurants we worked in, it maybe try to get better, or the same quality, you know, just the best that you can get. So, you know, we work directly with the source. I got purveyors that'll overnight us stuff out of Chicago, New York, Texas, South Florida, even from Honolulu, Hawaii. I get stuff second day air, sometimes tuna, swordfish, things like that. We use that swordfish. You guys love that. We use a lot of it. You know, we really just want to make sure that you guys not only are getting the best quality, but you're getting organic, whole foods, non-processed. We make everything from scratch on site for each event, desserts included. And we've been doing that since I started this company day one. And it's very challenging to find chefs out there who have that same level of commitment that I do to the product. But right now, you know, like Robert has to drive an hour just to go get a whole fish and then back 45 minutes in the other direction. And then tonight I'm going to drive about an hour and 45 minutes as well. And then Mike's got about a 2-hour round trip. And this is all before we even get to the event. So we're literally out all day, going to multiple places, sourcing everything as good as possible, making sure that, you know, we got fresh press coats, clean towels, all of our stuff is cleaned and organized, swapped over for each event. And this is just one of those things that as a private chef, you are basically always doing. You know, it's a constant load, unload, and that's what people don't see. They just see the online photos of the dinner and all the glory, but there's so much extra work that goes into actually being a private chef just daily. I mean, I've had this business for 4 years, and here I am still out on the front lines, still running and gunning, fearless leader, you know, with the team behind me, and they know the direction that we're going in. And it's a beautiful thing when it all comes together like that. So, I mean, if you're out there and, you know, you feel like, oh, this is so hard, it's overwhelming sometimes, it's going to be that way. But you just have to remember, you know, that's where the money's at. It's in the inconveniences. I think a lot of people, when they first start their private chef business, they get this feeling like it's going to be easier than a restaurant. I'll be able to pick my hours. I can just stop at the store and go to the house on the way, and everything's fine and dandy. But, you know, the jobs that are actually out there, the ones that people are looking for chefs, are the ones that are going to be the most challenging. And, you know, I think that part of being a private chef is, you know, facing those challenges and learning to overcome them and making sure that when you're writing menus or you're planning your day, you try to minimize the amount of steps as much as possible, because there's always going to be curveballs. There's going to be last minute changes. They're going to add people. There's going to be a dietary restriction for the person they're adding, or maybe now they want to change the dessert, or adding cocktails. So just having that extra capability to be flexible is so important as a private chef. And a lot of people, what we do is we create an experience. So we come in, make everything from scratch on site. We're not bringing anything pre-made. So we have to make sure that there's zero room for error. And if you got too much going on and then you overcook a steak, that right there, there's no coming back from that. Especially like in our case, when we're using, Wagyu or prime or, fresh caught fish, everything is top quality that we could find. You can't mess it up, especially when you're right there in front of the people. There's no hiding behind it. So just quick tip from a pro, from an expert, from somebody who has been doing this for 6 years, who's had a successful business for 4, doing anywhere from 4 to 6 events per day, is to just try to minimize your steps and focus more on making sure that everything you do is flawless. Because if you're trying to prove to a client how creative you are, and you make a mistake, then you just look like a fucking idiot. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going to minimize what I do. I'm going to rock and roll every single item off of this menu tonight. I'm going to execute it flawlessly and provide them with the best experience they've ever had. That right there is what people remember. If you do something stupid and mess up their dinner, it could ruin the whole night. So you're better off just playing it safe, being smart, focusing on the little things, the customer service, making sure the water glasses don't get empty, making sure, all your logistics are in order. You're only going to a few different stores and you got it all planned out. That way you're not showing up late, running behind. So we're going to be offering the Master Chef Mentor program really soon. It's where we'll have 3 different packages. We're also going to be selling courses as well. But you guys are going to actually have a chance to work one-on-one with me, Chef Nathan, and I'm going to come on. We're going to pull back the curtains. I'm going to jump right inside your business, and we're going to lay out a blueprint. We're going to put a game plan in place with timelines, checkpoints, and, we're going to really accelerate your growth. We're going to get you rocking and rolling. We're going to get your systems in order. That way, when you're out there and things get chaotic, hey, keep my head down, keep working, because I got a system in place and everything's going to be just fine. But if you don't have a system in place, when people start throwing curveballs, you don't have channels and outlets, and you don't know that everything is going to be in order and okay, that's when you start making mistakes. That's when you start losing customers. And ultimately, that's when you start losing money. And, especially when you're just starting a business, when you're not making any money, the last thing you want to do is start losing money. So don't make the same mistakes I did. Get you a coach, get you a mentor. Look forward to the classes coming up. And of course, like, subscribe, follow my channel, share it too if you know anybody looking to accelerate their private chef business or increase the amount of leads they're getting within their catering business. My team and I, we will come in, we'll pull back the curtains, we'll dive directly in with you. You'll work with me one-on-one. You'll have a direct line to my cell phone. You can call me, ask me questions. Anything that you need, we're here for you guys.